Berlo Riaco's quality service delivery to project handlers across state insists Edo people deserve best quality. Edo State government sets up awareness and conflict resolution, urges citizens to patronize mediation centers. Plus, correspondent on inclusivity for persons with Down syndrome as World Marks Day. Good evening. You're welcome to the main news bulletin on NTA Benin. I am Awuli Okolo. This news is coming behind shadow because of the match between Nigeria and Rwanda. Congratulations to Super Eagles, by the way. Now, Governor Mondo Bello wants contractors handling various infrastructure projects across the state to work in line with contractual agreements, insisting that only the best is good for the people of Edo. These were his words after inspecting some ongoing construction work, including multi-million naira flyover at the Ramat Park in the state capital. Good luck, Enaimi reports.
This is the flyover project at the Ramat Park, which commenced in December 2024, and so far, 7 pillars have been erected, with underground cross beam in addition to other aspects of the construction work, all in a bid to meet up with the construction period. Contractor handling the project, Andy Dwan, said 20% of the project has been done in line with contractor agreements.
The kind of speed and the pace they are going, I believe they can conclude their work at a stipulated time.
We will try our best to meet up the construction period to complete the work.
There's what we call soft structure and superstructure. The soft structure work, most times, it will appear as if nothing is really ongoing. But by the time you get to the superstructure, it will be more appreciated.
Other road projects inspected by the governor include Ute Tempoga Road, the open drainage at Upper Kenwa Road opposite Nigerian Army Cantonment, Benin City, and Catholic Charismatic Renewal Road in Ibuyoko. He, however, expressed displeasure with one of the contractors for not working in line with specifications.
Some of those contractors that are not meeting up standard, we are going to revoke. And that is very important for us because we are not here to joke. We want to leave a legacy for Edo people. That is the major reason why you see every day I move from site to site.
The governor says the inspection of projects is deliberate and these will make the contractors alive to their work. In Benin, Goodluck Inaini, NT News.
To tackle the rising cases of domestic violence, the Edo State government is sensitizing the public on the need to engage the Citizens Mediation Center and the Citizens' Rights Development of the Ministry of Justice for a more accessible response to resolving disputes rather than taking laws into their hands. Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Samson Osagi was addressing newsmen in Benin City. Elizabeth Omoko reports.
The judicial system of the country is faced with a backlog of cases in courts, leading to social unrest in some cases. It is to strengthen the justice system of Edo and ensure the state's Ministry of Justice fosters social harmony, peace, and fast-track access to justice for all citizens that the Citizens Mediation Center, CMC, and the Citizens' Rights Department, CRD, was created.
The center was created to serve as a platform for some means of alternative dispute resolution, particularly mediation. Offering mediation services to indigent and vulnerable citizens who may otherwise struggle to navigate the formal justice system. The vision of the center is simple but profound, and that is to have a peaceful Edo State sustained by harmonious coexistence of our citizens.
There is too much that the Ministry of Justice does than it's being perceived as a persecutory agency and one that defends government interest only. Whereas these two departments render services to the public, especially residents who cannot afford the cost of litigation.
The ministry speaks on time expected for issues to be resolved.
We do our best to ensure that the resolution is achieved in no less than 1 or 2 months, to the best of our ability and to the best time that the respondents will come to the office.
While expressing Governor Kwawola's development strides to support the centers, the Attorney General and Commissioner of Justice wants Edo citizens to visit the office or call the helpline 070-870-58094 or 080-743-88080 for help when physically harassed. In Benin, Elizabeth Omoko, NTA News.
Now we're talking education. A professor of plant systematics, Moses Osao, has proposed a comprehensive strategy to revitalize plant taxonomy and systematics in Nigeria, leveraging institutional support, policy reforms, and innovative research approaches. He delivered the 337th inaugural lecture series of the University of Benin, titled Plant Taxonomy and Plant Systematics, Distinctions and Synergies. Uduakubong Achibong has details.
Taxonomy and systematics are two interrelated fields. They are contemporary biology purely to the approach to variations of plants needed and used by man. Professor Sawaru explained that these fields are synergized by taxonomic evidence which he has used in his work, namely fruit morphology, wood anatomy, ethnobotany, chemotaxonomy, molecular application. While these fields are critical for conserving biodiversity, addressing climate change, and advancing agriculture, they face significant challenges, which Professor Saul highlighted and equally made recommendations.
The university should develop a curriculum for taxonomy and systematic studies. This is very, very important. They help us with everyday use of plants. We name them, we classify them, we characterize them, and know differences, validate the authenticity of these plants.
The Vice Chancellor of UNIBEN, Professor Edoba Omoegie, commended the lecturer for his efforts, which is in line with his agenda of advancing the academic profile of the university.
Professor Sauer here has demonstrated that he's indeed a consummate and brilliant academic, and we're very proud of him. And the University of Benin will continue to lead the way.
For some of the participants, the lecture is revealing.
This is important when it comes to medicine and others, and so if you don't know the right plant to use, you will miss it. And it has been a major thing he has done in terms of this work.
You might see one plant, but you know that this plant, they may resemble, but there are distinctions. So he has made us to know that plants can be classified using different methods.
Moses Osawaru joined the services of UNIBEN in 1997 and rose through the ranks to become a professor in 2015. He has various publications and a member of many professional bodies. In Benin, Uduakubong Achibong, NTA News.
Similarly, a Professor Emeritus Dennis Abolaho has advocated proper hygienic system for everyone. The Professor of Microbiology said this as a guest lecturer at the maiden edition of the lecture series of the Faculty of Applied Health Sciences of Edo University, IAMO, with the theme Emerging and Resurging Endemic Pandemic Prime Diseases caused by pathogens, microbes, and superbugs. Akim Etayokai completes the story.
The Chairman Organizing Committee, Professor Matthew Feraromi, and the Dean, Faculty of Applied Earth Sciences, Professor Pius Omosigo, said the lecture series is part of the school obligation to the community and promise to sustain the program. The acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Dawood Igbefu, while declaring the ceremony open, described the theme of the lecture series as apt recounting the devastating global impact of health crisis from COVID-19 pandemic and urged everyone to focus on good hygiene.
Addresses the critical need for interdisciplinary collaboration in the fight against infectious diseases. So, innovate in terms of prevention, treatment, control, strategies. Faculty of Applied Health Science is proud to be in the forefront of this effort.
The guest lecturer, Professor Dennis Agboraho, who spoke on the topic, emerging and resurging epidemic, pandemic-prone diseases caused by pathogenic microbes and superbugs, said, in recent times, cholera and Lassa fever have caused serious health challenges in Nigeria and Africa at large.
Globally, an estimated 4.95 million people died, caused by, as a result of infections caused by AMR.
Unveiling of the lecture series textbooks, presentation of awards to the guest lecturer, Professor Dennis Agboraho, and the acting vice chancellor, Professor Dawood Igbefo, climaxed the event in Iyamo, Akim Etayoka, NTA News.
It's time for a break. Don't go away. We have more interesting reports lined up for you. Stay tuned.
Hallelujah! Jesus Christ Chosen Church of God International presents 2025 International Chosen Women Fellowship Convention. Theme, Look and Live. Date, Tuesday 25th to Monday 31st of March 2025 at the International Worship Center, Kilometer 8 Benin Agbo Expressway, Benin City. Thursday 27th March 2025, morning session, song ministration, lectures and Bible quiz. Afternoon section, crusade by 3 p.m. at Western Boys High School Field. Friday 28th March 2025, morning session, presentation of welcome address by the wife of the spiritual leader, Senior Reverend Mrs. Matida Onwefe. Afternoon section, crusade by 3 p.m. Saturday 29th March 2025, morning section, song ministration. Afternoon section, crusade by 3 p.m. free medical checkup and free eyeglasses during the crusades. Sunday 30th March 2025, Thanksgiving service. Guest artist, Evangelist Lizzie Ehigiamusoe, Toby Jeff Richard, preacher Pastor David Otabo, signed Apostle Jones Kibe, AFP Secretary General.
What a joy to celebrate a son, a co-worker. When you see your son doing what God has equally set your feet on, it gives you much joy. And the closeness is that myself and the grandmother are first cousin. That shows that we are from the same family. Reverend Lucky for the first fruit of our evangelism in London. So you begin to see a lot of things God have done to the life of this man we are celebrating today. I want to wish him all the best. I want him to do better. When his son is doing better than you should be happy. I wish him longer life. I wish him strong and steady flow in the ministry of the Lord. And I ask that the Lord will keep him burning in the Lord. Amen.
One year in mind of late by David Serien Ulutu. Daddy, today makes it 1 year since you passed on to glory. Like many other days brings special thought of you, of happy times we shared and caring things you used to do. And what's more is the reminder that life's road is sometimes rough because the time we shared just wasn't long enough. For you were someone special who was thought so highly of, who will always be remembered with affection, wisdom, warmth and love. So sending thoughts to heaven on this day, Gatuki to be with him, and we hope you know you are missed more than words could say. Continue to rest in peace until we meet to part no more. Fondly remembered by your children and grandchildren. Signed, Chas Odwe Olutu.
Welcome back. The above Benin, Obarai II, has stated commitments to support the Ejiowe in the state, while he also reaffirms ban on community development associations in the state. Outside Palace and Felder's report.
Gathered here are the Ejiowe village heads and elders from the 69 dukedoms in Benin Kingdom, whose Enigi were suspended for spearheading rebellion against the palace. They are here on the instance of the Oba, who has given assurance of support to the Ejiowe to help them run and gain control of their various communities.
Mudeni geni sote. Babana niya aiwe amwe wuni ya nuwa amwe bawe wagwe do bawe wagwe kwa bawe di afe anawe aka wa ali yubonuwa muda sene awonyo we amini mwe awonyo we bama ya direwa ya diwa meni ebi uwaewa.
He stated that the Okaos will be selected by the palace to help the Ejiowe like liaison officers between them and the palace. This will start with Olubo, Ulego, and Eho communities.
Ehani Okao no regwe awaze geze ali ehani. Ami hani kame so no wa bi de ba Okao no ni regwe. Abi zikame baya. Tima wena ya huwa ho ke anyati wasuwa yo video o ka no regwa ni anya ke mana aze no do ali yubo negwa ni yubo nuwa wana me no kia wario ni wa wata wa manze ti zeke se kwa awa bi manu wa gugwa na ya ka we ario banana ya di gbe ye ebi ya fe ne gbe ga u ari banana no gbe ye ni ya dole do yi ni ya de ba kwa dole do yi.
The unscheduled visit of the governor Monday Okpolo to the Oba of Benin gave credence to the Oba's statement that the palace and the state government are in sync in the drive for development in the state. In Benin.
Now, World Down Syndrome Day is observed March 21 yearly to raise global awareness and advocate for the rights of individuals with Down syndrome and their families. Experts and parents are using the day to preach the essence of inclusion at all levels of persons with this disorder. Bukola Urubusi reports.
Down syndrome is a genetic disorder that occurs where there is an abnormality in the number of chromosomes in an individual's cell. The estimated incidence of Down syndrome is between 1 in 1,000 and 1 in 1,100 live births worldwide. Each year, approximately 3,000 to 5,000 children are born with this disorder. Some of the symptoms include delayed mental and social development, intellectual disability, health issues, and other physical signs. Here is Mrs. Philomena Kende, who has a child with Down syndrome.
When I had mine, right in the hospital, the doctor told me everything about her. I told the doctor that he shouldn't bother. I'm going to take care of the child very well. I will give the child everything I can give to the child. These kind of kids, they are so loving. When you show love to them, they show love to you. They know when you are sad. They can really take care of you the way you want them to.
The quality of life of people with Down syndrome, experts say, can be improved by meeting their healthcare needs, including regular checkups with health professionals to monitor mental and physical conditions, and also to provide timely intervention.
If you include them in the education they need, they are going to do amazing. Some people look at them and like, oh, because they are this, you just leave them. you can train them, and these children will do phenomenal things. Amazing. They might not grow up to become doctors and big this thing, but there is a lot they can offer to the society. Some of them, they are teachable. Some of them are non-teachable. Non-teachable ones are the ones that they cannot do well in classroom setting. They can learn trade and all of those stuff. So when you bring them for assessment, you can tell, we can tell you that this child is not supposed to be in class. He can learn trade, he can learn how to make shoes, he can learn how to sew clothes, beading and all.
The theme of this year's celebration is Improve Our Support System. In Benin, Bukola Urubusi, NTA News.
This is the main news bulletin on NTA Benin. We'll take another break. Don't go away.
I first and foremost want to felicitate with Reverend Lucky Onaiwu from a very, very well brought up background. He remains humble despite of all the graces of God in his life. At home or abroad, Lucky Onaiwu is the same, ever jovial, happy, contented, and very focused. My dear family man, loves his family and cares for the flock of God under his care. I wish him many, many more years of fruitful and healthy service. In Jesus' name.
Mealtime is game on. Meet my Sure Bet Game Changer, made from natural ingredients to deliver game-changing chicken aroma and taste for my whole team.
Mom, why did we not use this before?
Upgrade your chicken game with game-changing chicken flavor from Maggi Chicken.
You're welcome back. Nigeria's Super Eagles have got their World Cup qualification campaign back on track with a 2-0 win over their Rwandan counterpart. Victor Osimhen's first half race secured the win for the Nigerian side at the Amahoro Stadium in Eric Chell's first game at the helm. Nigeria still has plenty of work to do as they sit fourth in Group C, a point behind Rwanda. Chell's men are expected to make another dent in the points box required when they host bottom team Zimbabwe on Tuesday. And that concludes this news bulletin. Many thanks for watching. You can get a recap of the news on our YouTube channel, NTA Benin. Good night and stay safe.